this is the tutorial for the move I just did. So I'll just go over the move just quickly. This is the exposed view of the move. So let's say I have the king of diamonds and I side jog it. So this is called side jogging, and I do it to the right. If you're lefty, just mirror what I'm doing, alright? Now from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push it in, and the angle I push it in is what's gonna determine if this move works or not. So when you do it, essentially you want the card in jogged so that I can easily catch a break below that card and then go into a Riffle shuffle, maintaining the card on top of the deck, and push the cards in so that their card is now on top of the deck. So the way I do it is, let me just go in depth on the angles in which you push the card in. So you have it side jogged first of all, and this is very, very important, alright? The angle you are pushing it in should be slightly down and slightly to the left. So it's kind of a 45-degree angle. So when you do that, try it in slow motion. Try pushing it in around this section of the card, about in the top right corner. And give it a nice tap. And just see for yourself. Try doing this. Grab a deck and try doing this. You're going to have a little bit of an in jog, right? But I normally keep it a little bit smaller just to make sure no one sees it. But then ultimately you get a in jog in the back of the deck. Now let me say this again. The angle you're pushing the card in should be slightly down and slightly to the left, essentially a 45-degree angle. So now let's get into how you get a break and where you can control this card to from right now. There are two places you can control the card to the top or the bottom. You can decide what you want to control the card to, and then from here it's all about catching the break. How you do this is you come over with your left hand, and you're going to, if you're controlling the card to the top, you're going to push down, right? See how I'm pushing down? When I push down, I push forward at the same time, so it's kind of a pushing down and pushing forward motion, which just splits the pack, and my flesh off my thumb just goes into that break. So push down, and then you just catch a break. And then now from this point you can split and go into a Riffle shuffle. Now let's talk about how to control it to the bottom. So you did the move. When you want to control it to the bottom, what you do is you pull up on the card, right? You pull up and at the same time push in. What that's gonna do is create a break, and you can go ahead and get the right hand and hold the break so that you can go into a Riffle shuffle there. So now let's talk about how to do it and how you execute the Riffle shuffle and what are other methods you can control the card in. So you put it and you do the move, or high failed right there, as you guys can see, bad example. After you control it, if you want to control it to the top, you push down, you get the break, and then you want to split at the break with your right hand like this, and at the same time you want to move this half so that you're in a nice Riffle shuffle position. From here you can riffle the cards, and you want to maintain this portion, top portion of the cards on top of the deck, right? And you can push it in. From now you can do any kind of false cut. I put up a video on how to do, some fancy little false cuts. You can check that out. Or if you're a tabled guy, I'm going to put up a video later explaining some tabled false shuffles that you can check out later. So after this is the way you can do the Riffle shuffle. Now I'm going to talk about how you can do it with other cuts. Or before that, I want to show you how you can control it to the bottom. So from here, you get the break so that you get it in the bottom, and you're going to move this portion this way and move this portion this way so that the card's on the bottom of here. And then you can just riffle off some cards until you pass the card, and then you can riffle on top so that essentially the card's on the bottom. Let's say we're using the 9 of clubs in this position right here. You do the move and you control it to the bottom. Right, so watch it again if you guys didn't get it. Just rewind it, grab a deck, and then do it with me so that you get it more. And now we're going to be talking about other cuts you can do. So the card's in the middle, and you push it in, do the move. So push it in, do the move, and when you get the break, you can lift it up and do some strip cuts or running cuts. I taught that in a video before. I will link you up to that video right on top there. You can do some strip cuts until you hit the break, right? So boom, I hit the break. Just drop the rest on top. Now, if I want to control it to the bottom, let's say, I do the move, boom, and it's right here, and I pull up, and boom, and I'm just, I'm just cutting it, and then I can proceed on with strip cuts from the top pack. So let me do that again. So we have the Queen of Clubs, I do the move, and I catch a break up on it, and then I first cut this whole chunk to the bottom, so with the Queen, and then I running cut this portion of the pack until I'm done. So that controls the card to the bottom of the deck. So that's various ways you can control the card to the bottom of the deck. Alright? Other ideas, you can do a variety of different fall shuffles and cuts after this to maintain the card on top of the deck. So this is a pretty neat control. If you're a tabled guy, it's really good for you. There is a little angle point right here. When it's about here, people to the right or people to the, like extreme right and extreme left might see that. So for the people forward, I kind of push this back so that they don't see this, and I push it slightly like this and make it kind of messy so that even if they kind of see it, they don't, kind of be suspicious because the cards are all messy. Whenever you want, you can square it up like this, and you can get a break, either at the top or the bottom, and you can control it wherever you like. So that's about the angles. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Share this video with people you wanna who wants to know card magic. Like this video because I know you like it, and subscribe for more magic like this. Peace out, guys. See you.